Welcome to the second part of my look at the Click Money system scam. This time I'm playing the video on the MoneyClick website. When the scam was first launched in or around 2016, potential victims would come here because they received a spam email containing a link, or they clicked a link on another website or Facebook post. Now they may have followed an advert on YouTube, as I did. The website has a headline reading, "Is this a serious opportunity to work from home and earn good money?" The answer is, of course, no. Running a scam investment program does not count as working, and there is zero chance that anybody will be earning good money, apart from the scammers. We continue the story of Harry and Julia, played by British actors who nevertheless talk in terms of US dollars without seemingly noticing the anomaly. In a weird timey-wimey way, this video is actually set before the video I looked at in part 1. Disclaimer. And as with part 1, I'm making fun of the characters and situations depicted, not the actors, who are just reading an auto cue and may not have been aware of the nature of the criminal enterprise they ended up promoting. Also, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not providing financial advice. We begin with some establishing shots of London, because all the action is supposedly set there, along with some poorly transcribed subtitles. Although the time is shown as just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, this story supposedly takes place in the morning.
Hi, I'm Julia.
And I'm Harry.
And we're the creators of Click Money, a fully automated trading system that allows people with zero trading experience to earn up to $16 million a year.
This is a lie. No system could achieve that unless you had millions to invest in the first place.
That's how much our top Click Money member made in the last 12 months using the system.
No, that's how much money you made up.
Here, come in close and let me show you a brand new account I set up earlier this morning. Now keep in mind, this is a live account right now connected to Click Money system.
There's no camera behind the gruesome twosome, so it is not explained to us how we can supposedly see the screen of Harry's phone zooming towards us.
Now this is brilliant. Look, it's already up $6,918.23.
We were able to document this trading session while Click Money was on auto mode. You can see with each trade won, the system compounds the profits to increase my return on investment.
As another YouTuber pointed out, that would be pretty good going, given the system has apparently lost 9,874 trades since it was set up this morning.
In this case, I opted for a small portion of profits to be reinvested for demonstration purposes. This also lowers the risk.
Risk? I'm surprised to hear that word, seeing as Harold and Julia keep telling us that the system is 100% guaranteed.
I literally set this up about 3 hours ago, honestly.
Honestly, Harold? Cross your heart and hope to die? I don't think I could ever take a sales pitch seriously that has a bloke effectively saying, "Trust me, Gav, would I lie to you?"
I just ramped up the system. Now we'll come back and see how this account is getting on in a few moments.
This feature appears in all the videos promoting this scam. Michael Crawford with Quantum Code.
Okay, let's check that account I opened just an hour ago to see where we're at. Wow. Look at this. There's $3,580 in profit already.
Stephen Abrahams with Tesler Investments.
Oh, hey, wait, the trade's in, so let's see. Oh, look, you just made another $240.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so cool, Stephen, thank you.
Brandon Lewis with Gemini 2, which I keep meaning to do one of these videos about.
If I check back to my account balance after just 4 hours of trading, you can see how much it has risen from the initial $250.
That wasn't beginner's luck, and it's no luck that you've landed on this secret webpage.
Could we agree maybe it's very bad luck that we've ended up on your scam webpage, Julia? And if by private invitation you mean a YouTube advert shown to hundreds of thousands of people, maybe you're right.
You've been personally invited by private invitation. We're looking for people who have never made money online and or lost money, who are dead broke, who currently hate their jobs and have no technical skills or knowledge of binary options trading.
So Julia is specifying the target victims who the scammers are looking to steal money from. People in debt, who are desperate enough to invest in something they don't have the required knowledge to understand is a scam. People who just want to get on in life and have a bit of good luck for a change. This is how the scammers get us.
If this sounds like you, then don't move a muscle. After this short video, we've got a gift for you.
This is untrue. I watched all the way through the video and there is no gift. It's just a ploy to keep us watching.
If you happen to be one of the fortunate money seekers already making up to $10,000 a week online, then this video is not for you. We kindly ask you to leave immediately and give someone who is less fortunate your spot.
If you aren't making up to $10,000 a week yet and you're thinking about leaving this video, I'd advise that you think twice before doing so. Because if you let this video go, you're letting go of a $16 million spot with your name on it. That's how much this video is currently worth to our Click Money members.
The YouTube video you're thinking of watching, or the hours you spend surfing websites like Facebook and Twitter, are there to make money off you.
I'm deeply hurt by this suggestion.
Click Money makes money for you. See what I mean? Now, this brand new account has earned $8,000. This is up to $1,100 in just a couple of minutes since I last checked.
All the proof they have shown us is a sum of money increasing on the screen. That's like me saying, I've got a great system, look! I started with a picture of one tortoise, and when I came back a few seconds later, I had a picture of several tortoises. Look at my amazing tortoise making system, everybody!
So let me ask you, where do you think you should be spending your time? In fact, this is likely to be the most important video you ever watch in your life. Right now, it's even more important than your family, because it can save your family.
For most of us, nothing is more important than our family. Certainly not this video, because losing all your money to the Click Money scammers would put a lot of strain on your family.
We've been behind the scenes over the past few years, watching and waiting for the perfect time to make Click Money accessible to the general public. It's been gut-wrenching to read your posts on trading forums about innocent people like you getting scammed out of their hard-earned money.
You have to wonder about the psychology of somebody who could write this script, knowing full well that they themselves are planning to scam people out of their hard-earned money.
You've been playing Russian roulette with your savings and there's a bullet in every chamber.
Julia looks quite happy about this. I'm not sure that's the definition of Russian roulette.
There's no escaping failure. It's no wonder you're on the verge of giving up. But the good news is you've found this video. But this may be your last ever shot at making money from home.
Seeing as Julia's talked about having a bullet in every chamber, her use of the phrase last ever shot is a bit scary.
With the stock market on the rise and millions of dollars being created online every day, this is the best time to release Click Money, only to a limited group of people.
This is another thing Click Money has in common with the sales message of the other scams. The creator's insistence that he is only going to make the system available to a few people. This is to drive the impression that it is a rare opportunity and we must grab it for fear that otherwise we'll miss out. The scammers want us panicked into making a swift decision so we don't think rationally about the massive holes in the claims they make.
So are you ready to log in every day to a bank account balance like this? Then stick with us and we'll show you how the Click Money system is taking ordinary people like you and making them 7 figures in record time.
Julia and Harry tempt us with further details if we just stick around. But now it's time to reinforce their image as wealthy people by showing us the expensive cars that we are meant to suppose they own, but would actually just have been hired for the duration of the video shoot. Michael Crawford has his own personal hired jet, while Brandon Lewis had an expensive rented supercar. Stephen Abrahams, meanwhile, had I can't remember. Apart from a window onto a post-apocalyptic wasteland and a rather complicated relationship with Tasha / Katie.
Do you want to race to our next destination?
Yeah, right, you would crush me. I don't stand a chance in a race against Harry in a Bentley, but I do have all the perks and high-tech upgrades in this car, which most sports cars don't have, which I like. The Click Money system is a hybrid of both power and high-speed automation, so making money is quick and easy, the best of both worlds.
Just as Michael Crawford got a message from a customer while he was flying from his local airport around Hawaii and returning to his local airport again.
Oh, wait a second. I just got a message from one of the guys I shared the system I was telling you about with. Look at this. Oh, wow, Michael, look at this. Just made another $16,000 today. This is crazy. My wife is crying for joy right now.
Julia's driving when she too gets a message from a customer. What are the chances?
I've just had a text from a top Click Money member who lives here in London. Since I'm driving, I've pulled over and I'm going to call her on the Bluetooth. It doesn't get any more live than this.
I must say that here in London looks a lot more rural than London last time I visited. Julia claims this is live, but quite how the made-up messages from made-up Amy appear on the screen is never explained. The voice actress playing Amy gives a fantastic performance that doesn't sound as if she is woodenly reading a script. Not at all, really. Which is odd, because the audio of the call would probably have been added at the video editing stage. Not while they were filming the actress playing Julia driving. So they could have done several takes until she sounded more natural.
Hey Julia, you doing good, yeah?
Amy, yes, doing well. I'm actually driving, so I've pulled over. I couldn't text, but in answer to your question, yes, the figure that you see in your account this morning is accurate.
I can't believe it. Out of nowhere, my profits today are nearly doubled. The stock market's not even doing well today.
That's why we're here in London, Amy. We're on the way to the house. Harry is in front of me. We've got some big news to discuss. I'm glad you're happy with the recent upgrade to the system.
Julia, I'm up $18,000 today and it's not even noon yet. Okay, that's all. I won't take up any more of your time. I know you're busy. I just wanted to reach out.
Well, you'll be hearing from me real soon, so keep your phone close. Send me a screenshot of what you've made so far so I can send it to Harry. He'll be happy to hear the new upgrade is working smoothly. Thanks, Amy.
Okay, Julia, will do. Talk soon, love.
What could be more convincing than that? But, talk soon, love? Who is she, Julia's mother? Actually, from the wording and overall limited budget of this production, that might make sense. As in the first video, Julia also said real soon, which is another Americanism.
We are currently en route to the Click Money headquarters here in London. This is a special place where your new life of making money begins.
To misquote the old gits, I remember London when it was all fields. But I expect MoneyClick's offices in London will be a shiny new skyscraper or something.
I just got a screenshot from Amy and texted it to Harry. Wow, $14,000 today for one of our most active members.
$14,000? But just a few seconds ago, Amy said she'd made 18 grand. Look, anybody would think they were just making this up as they went along.
Oh gosh, this is incredible. I've got to find somewhere to pull over.
We're witness to a bit of film-making magic here, as Harry decides to pull over on a piece of grass he drove past at high speed 4 minutes ago. And it's not just the video editing. According to this, the engines of Julia's sports car and Harry's Bentley have exactly the same tone.
I need to check out our new account I set up this morning. Remember, last time we checked, it was $8,000 in profit after 4 hours of activation. I just received a text from Julia of a screenshot from one of our members. She's already made $14,000 today. That has to be a new member record. Okay, take a look at that. Up another $3,000 to $11,000 now. The big question you should be asking yourself is, how can you start making thousands of dollars an hour by doing absolutely zero work, just like Amy?
Actually, the question I'm asking myself is there any commercial viability in my tortoise multiplying system? It's been just a few minutes since I last checked, and just look at the results. Profits off the scale. Guess I'd better set up a shell company to hide all my money, eh? Eh? Oh, suit yourself.
We are heading to the most sacred place to make money. Every single person that has been invited inside these doors becomes a millionaire.
What? Even the cleaner and the coal man? Sacred place is very odd terminology, isn't it? Unless you worship money, I suppose.
Now you get to become one just by virtually taking this tour with me.
Spoiler alert! We won't.
Now don't worry, I won't leave you hanging. There is no catch and I don't want your money. As a matter of fact, I'll make a deal with you right now.
It's true that he personally doesn't want our money, because he's an actor, but the scammers running this fraudulent scheme definitely do want our money. Even a totally legitimate trading guru like Greg Secker says in one advert that he doesn't want our money either.
I don't want your money.
So Harry is in excellent company.
Stick with me till the end, and when you do, I promise 2 things will happen, and they both involve you getting a lump sum of money.
Sadly, This promise will be broken, as the scammers want any lump sums to flow in their direction, not ours.
Option 1. This new account has $11,000 in it. At the end, I transfer this new account to one lucky person. If that's you, you can keep the money, but that's it. Your access to the Click Money system will remain locked. You go about your life and forget you ever saw this video. Or there's option 2. I give you free access to the Click Money system and you can make up to $14,000 by noon like our top member Amy. Best part, you can rinse and repeat this every day for the rest of your life.
Rinse and repeat is a phrase that Julia also used in the YouTube advert. Those two are so in sync.
Pass this down to your family for generations. Think about it. How many lives will you help? So, what's it going to be? Will you be a short-term gain or a lifelong endless flow of cash flooding your account daily? Regardless of your answer, buckle up. We're almost late for the party.
Ah yes, here we are in the heart of London. Nothing says office to me more than a swimming pool with reproduction statues. Like the cars, these scenes are all included to create a sense of wealth and conspicuous consumption, reinforcing the false impression that Julia and Harry have a lot of money. Depending on our frame of mind, they may also be intended to motivate us by making us jealous. If they've got this high status, why shouldn't we have a slice of the cake?
Welcome to the Click Money headquarters, the place where millionaires are formed. I know it doesn't look much like an office, but that's the whole point. Once I quit my job years back, I told myself I would never work in an office again.
Or work for anyone, for that matter. Now, this house has a lot of history.
In truth, the house doesn't have a particularly long history. It was built in 2010. It is worth a packet. It most recently sold in 2023 for a cool £3,470,000. But far from being in London, it is located in Mayfield in Sussex, and would just have been rented for the day for a film shoot by these scammers.
And it's where every single millionaire of the Click Money system got their start. In total, a combined $125 million has been generated, all from the secret activities behind those doors.
So without further ado, it's now your turn to learn more about this profitable system and how you can start earning real money today and become a millionaire before the year ends.
Ah, smell that, Julia.
I think it's rather ungallant of Harry to make a comment about Julia's personal hygiene.
That's a smell of fresh, crisp money. Hot off the press. $125 million and counting, and every last dollar started right here.
That smell never gets old.
The implication here is that Harry and Julia are actually forgers, and they have a banknote making machine out the back.
Now it's your turn to become a millionaire. I know you can't even fathom having a bank account like this. I'm here to challenge that. You too can have an account like this by the end of the year if you stick around a little longer.
I'm not sure Brits could hold a Citi or Bank of America account like the ones you've just shown us.
Whether you want to believe it or not, this is your moment. This is your chance right now.
She's being a little conservative. This moment is your only chance to become a millionaire without having any experience or particular skill set, without any big-time investment or out-of-pocket expense.
But we will be out of pocket, and we will be encouraged to make big-time investments.
This is the only place where you can make up to $14,000 before lunch, just like Amy. And she's not the only one.
Harry, let's take them down to the home theatre and show them the power of the Click Money system firsthand.
After you, partner.
Finally learning manners, I see, after all these years. The Click Money system has changed our lives and a few fortunate beta testers. You've already heard from one very excited member, Amy. Well, she isn't alone. Now it's time we show you live proof of how Click Money can turn an ordinary person struggling to make ends meet into a millionaire.
This exploitative messaging is inexcusable. It matches the approach of the other videos created to support the scam, so it's a deliberate policy.
Now, you're about to see firsthand how long it takes to make money from start to finish, so you know exactly the opportunity at hand. Now, we are here to pull back the curtain, and we don't have time to waste. Now, before we show you this shocking footage, you need to know a little background.
Around a year ago, after making millions of dollars from the system ourselves, Harry and I decided to expand our empire. In order to make more money, we needed more people benefiting by using Click Money. We'll go into why later on. But long story short, we interviewed around 50 people here locally in London.
But you're not in London, Julia. You're in Mayfield.
We wanted to find just a few people who we really connected with and thought could use our help.
And after a couple of weeks and some internal reflections, we picked our first group of beta testers ever to join Click Money. Now, once we picked the small group, we made appointments with each one and they came here to get set up. Now, with their permission, we documented parts of our meeting, so take a look at the big screen, because this is brilliant.
It is a common message with these scam videos that the system creator shared it with a small group of beta testers first, they all made pots of money, and now we are being invited to be a part of the next cohort of investors.
Do you see that? Now, these were regular people just like you with no particular skills, and I turned them into millionaires overnight. And no, they didn't have any money either. You can make this kind of money as much as $10,000 in a single day starting today for free. It's easy. Over 350 people to this date have already done that. So come with me, because I want you to be next. We ready? Hi, Robert. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go. Good day, Michael. How are you, mate? Yes, I can hear you.
Robert, we are having great success with helping people with quantum code, and I was showing potential candidates for the next round of beta testers some proofs of how powerful our system really is. Do you mind sharing your story with them?
Oh, certainly, Michael. I was invited about 2 months ago to be one of the first beta testers of version 7 of the quantum code software. I just came across you chaps over the internet, and I didn't know the first thing about trading, binary, or just making money in general, to be honest. Michael and his team helped me out with the setup, and within literally the first 10 minutes, there was profit sitting in my brokerage account. And now look at this. It's been just over 2 months, and I went from not having a single cent to me name to $134,720, and the money just keeps coming in.
Especially now that we're releasing the very latest version of the system. You know we like to get some new people in for free. They are great beta testers, and we just love to change their lives. Today I'm giving 20 people the opportunity to get it for free.
January. You see, both Jane and Matt, as well as all the other 8 members of the Tesler test group, have all received $1 million for their investment in Tesla. That's pretty impressive, right? And you can do exactly the same by joining me today and becoming my next success story. And now it's your turn to join me and start seeing those $5,700 payments hitting your bank account starting today.
He's been offered tens of millions of dollars to keep it from reaching the public, but he's determined to give a lucky 50 people access to his 2016 beta group before releasing the second version of his Gemini software to the public in 2018.
Hey, my name is Brandon Lewis, CEO of Gemini Holdings, and today I'd like to give you the opportunity of your life by joining me and my team as a beta tester for the world's only no-loss trading software.
We finished the system in early 2016 and have been testing it with a small group of people for a few months. The initial results show an 83% ITM winning percentage. Lend us money are supported, but to get additional loans requires Swarm Tech to show a growing customer base and success.
We need additional testers to expand and diversify the investment population. To do so in the optimal way, we have decided to offer this software free for a limited time.
It builds up the scarcity value of the opportunity the scammers are offering us. But no matter, we are about to witness some truly excellent acting as we meet Click Money's first catch of the day.
Hey.
Hi, morning.
James?
James, that's right.
Come on in. I'm Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry.
Hi, James. I'm Julia.
Julia, lovely to meet you, Julia. I have to say, your house is absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. We love it, don't we?
Yeah.
I must say, this is a very impressive house, Julia. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you, James, and trust me, the pleasure is all mine. Now, just before we start, can I just recap? We're filming this for training purposes, and I do have your consent, correct?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just, try and get my good side, yeah?
Fair enough. Now, James, you applied for one of our entry-level positions in our new startup, Click Money.
Yes, it was for a manager position.
Yes, right. So, James, I'm sorry to say, but we no longer have that position available. I actually have something much better. The pay is better, and the only thing you have to manage is how much money you're making.
Okay, that sounds great, but I don't get it. What kind of a job is it?
The truth is, James, we were never hiring for a manager position in our company. Instead, we are looking for a business partner, someone who will work directly with Harry and me and make the type of money we're making. Can I show you something personal, James?
Oh dear, I hope it's not going to be one of those videos.
Yeah, of course.
Have a look at this, James.
Bloody hell, is that all yours?
All mine. Read the number out loud.
Well, it says $10,459,981.17. Oh, I say, Julie, you are doing well for yourself.
What if I told you it was possible to make this much money as a business partner of Click Money?
I would say there isn't a chance in hell a guy like me could ever make £8 million.
Oops, James said pounds, not dollars.
I mean, I love it, obviously, but there's got to be a catch.
What would $10 million do to your life, James?
All right, I'll play this game. Honestly, if I could earn $10 million, Julia, I'd give it all to my kids, every last penny. You see, I have 3 beautiful children. You know, they're grown now. They've got families of their own. They're gone. I haven't seen them in 15 years.
Yeah, you haven't seen those ungrateful blighters for 15 years since you were 44, but just give them a whiff of money and they'll come crawling back to sponge off the old man. Is that what you mean, James?
I wasn't a very good dad to them growing up. I had a problem with alcohol. It ripped my family apart. I lost my job. It took my wife threatening to leave me to get me to sober up, and I've been 8 years sober now, but the damage was already done. And then my wife died of cancer, and I've been on my own ever since, just trying to make ends meet. And
the scriptwriter is certainly laying it on a bit thick for this everyman character's sob story. Perhaps he missed his calling writing soap operas.
But you know, if I honestly could make that kind of money, I'd give it all to my kids, and maybe they could find it in their hearts to forgive me and let me back into their lives. And maybe I'd get myself a new car too, eh?
Your story is one of the reasons we picked you, James.
But if Julia already knew about James's backstory and his grasping ungrateful kids, why was he telling her his story as if she had never heard it before?
Harry and I were touched by your story because our father also had a drinking problem growing up.
The way Harry and Julia are filmed, I think we are meant to assume that they are a couple. But here Julia refers to our father, so they must be brother and sister.
We know how hard it is. Just from the moments we've shared together, I can feel you have a good heart. You may be a bit sceptical, and that's normal, so time to put all that aside and show you now what you have to do. So are you ready, James?
Yeah, we're going to start working now.
Depends on your definition of work. What we're going to do is get you set up inside the Click Money system so you'll see the magic happen right before your eyes.
Well, I'm still waiting for the catch, but I'll follow your lead, Julia.
First thing you need to do is go onto the clickmoneysystem.com and register the account for free.
All right. Filling out the details.
Perfect. Fill out your contact details and the best email and phone number. This way the system can email your login details. Also make sure you enter the best contact number. This way we can call you to help you with the system.
That URL is long dead. Julia doesn't explain why they need to be able to phone James when he's sitting right next to her.
Now, since you're here with me live, James, the person who will call you is the broker that is hardwired with our system. I'll explain more on the next step.
Done. It's redirected me to a new page.
Brilliant, James. You're almost done. Now you're on the page where you can activate the Click Money system and fund your new broker account. This is the most important step. Currently, the Click Money system is making millions of dollars trading binary options.
Oh, we may have a bit of a problem, Julia. I don't know the first thing about trading binary options.
I know, that's another reason we picked you. We didn't want to share our sacred system with some snobby know-it-all.
No, perish the thought you might actually want somebody who knows what a scam this is. That's why James is the perfect scam victim. And of course, if we see him succeeding, then we could think we could succeed with Click Money too, because we don't have a clue about binary options trading either. The scammers are totally open about the victims they want to dupe. Why should it matter to Julia and Harry that their investors don't understand what they are doing?
We look strictly for people who don't have a single clue what binary options trading even is.
Well, you certainly picked the right man.
Binary options has been the underground way we've made our millions for years, and it's the perfect time to get in as it's reached its pinnacle.
Julia doesn't have a clue about what she means here. How exactly have binary options reached their pinnacle? And surely if they had reached their pinnacle, then it would be downhill all the way from that point.
When you registered, the Click Money system hard-coded you with one of our top brokers. Now, in order to make money, the system needs an initial deposit of $250 minimum.
There it is again, the $250 of your currency, which is always the initial stake these scam videos demand.
The $250?
With $250.
$250.
Now we start small and set our first trade to go. Now I see you've made a deposit to fund your account, so we're good to go.
You need at least 250 euros.
The scammers know they can get a guaranteed $250, pounds, euros and so on from each victim. They then make phone call after phone call to encourage victims to invest far more.
This way it can start to invest your $250, and before you know it, your $250 can turn into $250,000. Then that $250,000 turns into $2.5 million and so on.
Oh, well, there is a catch. I need to invest $250. And to be honest, Julia, I can't really afford that right now.
No catch, James. That money is your money and you can withdraw it at any time. You're not paying for access to the Click Money system. Access to the system is free. Also, when you make your first deposit, the broker has agreed to instantly double your money, which means if you deposit $250, they will make it $500. Deposit $500 and then double your money and get $1,000 instantly to start trading with.
Nothing sounds fishy about that at all. Of course they are going to give you free money right from the start, just so long as you give them your money first. Surely if that was really the case, Julia would give James $250 from her own purse, knowing that he would immediately be in a position to pay her back. But oh no, the money has to come from James's own pocket for some unexplained reason. And as he's told Julia, he can't scrape together $250 just like that.
Again, the Click Money system automates all this for you. All you're doing is clicking buttons.
Well, now you're speaking my language. Okay, I'll invest $250.
Amazing! In the space of less than a minute, James has found he does have $250 after all, despite Britain's currency being pound sterling.
Deposit has been made. Hey, look, you're right. I've got $500 in my account.
What's even more remarkable if we step back a few frames is that this account that James has literally just opened has already done 54,373 winning trades and 9,874 losing trades. One weird coincidence is that the screenshot for Harry's account right at the start of the video also had 9,874 losing trades. What are the odds of that? Anybody might think that these screens are just knocked up in a graphics program like Photoshop.
Congratulations, James. You're now officially in business. Now you are in our revolutionary Click Money system. As you can see, there's a lot of information. You don't need to worry about that now. All you need to worry about are 2 buttons. And those 2 buttons are right there.
Easy enough. How do I know which one to click?
The system will tell you which button to click. When you make a trade, after a short amount of time, you either win or lose the trade.
So how often does the system lose?
Good question. We'll get to that in a bit.
In fact, Julia never gets back to how often there are losses.
But for now, trust the system. Look, it just told you which button to click, so go on.
All done.
Okay, in a short moment, we'll see if that was a profitable trade.
This is really exciting, Julia. My palms are getting sweaty.
Great job, person in charge of subtitles.
So tell me, if you have a system that's making so much money, why share it with a guy like me?
Because you're an ideal mark, James. You take everything on trust, and you're willing to invest in something you understand nothing about. You've had bad luck and made bad choices all your life, and your future will be no different, all thanks to Click Money.
So Harry and I have a vested interest in making sure you become a millionaire. Every time you make a winning trade with the system, the broker pays me a small commission. This commission has nothing to do with the money you make. It's a special deal I worked out with the broker.
I would admit this is unusual for the scam. In the previous videos I've looked at, the scammers don't let on about receiving kickbacks from the broker. Even legitimate binary options or foreign exchange trading is done through a broker. But make no mistake, that commission would come from the money we invest. Where else is it going to come from?
Sounds like a no-brainer to me. Well, let's hope the system gets all the right picks, yeah?
You'd certainly need to have no brain to give these shysters any of your hard-earned money, James.
Well, the kicker to the whole deal is if you lose a trade, we also lose a small commission as well. So trust me when I say we never want you to lose.
And by the looks of things around here, I see you're winning quite nicely, Julia.
We are definitely winning, and I think it's about time to see what you won in that trade.
Well, look at that. I just earned $75 from a single click.
Put it in auto mode, James, and the Click Money system will start to invest more and more as you win more trades. And that's how you start to ramp up your earnings quickly. Now, at any time, you can go back to manual.
All right, well, it's now in auto mode.
All right, James. Well, now I want you to use the system every day. We're here to support you, and we'll follow up here at the house in a few months to document how you're getting along.
So does that mean I got the job?
No, I think you've done one better. You're the boss now, James. Go and enjoy your day, and when you get home, log into your Click Money account. Make sure you're sitting down when you do. The amount in your balance may shock you to the core. You'd be surprised how fast the system ramps up once it gets going.
Well, I think I can manage now. Thank you very much for the gracious gesture. I can't believe you're giving away a system like this for free.
You deserve it. Do me one favour, call me when you reach $10,000.
$10,000, excellent, yeah. Oh, that would mean the world to me. Thank you again, Julia. You're like an angel.
More like a devil, actually, James, when you finally figure out you've been scammed.
Now, as you can see, we're not here to waste your time. We have just showed you a step-by-step, the same simple process you're about to go through in the next few minutes. But since we aren't available to do this in person, this situation is slightly different. There will be an extra step. But this extra step will guarantee you become a millionaire this year.
There were several others that came over that day, and Harry and I took turns setting them up with the system. In a short while, we'll show you their progress present day.
The video never shows us their progress. Probably because there isn't any.
First, we have important details that we must share with you. Details only new Click Money members can know. Let's head back upstairs so we can show you exactly how you can get started today. It was really nice to meet James and get him set up and profitable with the system.
I might add, it only took a few minutes of his time to activate the software. From there, it took just one click to make money.
I think you may be surprised what we reveal from him later on.
We might be surprised, but the video never reveals anything more about James. He is never seen again.
For now, we need to focus on the whole reason of this video, you. Yes, you watching this video online. So far, you've seen undeniable proof that Click Money is making millionaires.
No, we've seen some mocked-up screenshots and heard scripted statements from actors. There has been zero proof.
I know you have questions, and well, we have the answers.
Oh, excuse me. Well, here's an answer to one of those questions now. Look at this. Look at that. Can I just say, I've just got a push notification from Click Money. It says my new account is now over $13,000. I was just going to go and check on that.
As a multi-millionaire, I'm strangely excited by a paltry few thousand extra dollars in his account.
Take a look. So far, the system has picked up 100% winning trade today. I must let you know it won't always be 100%, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is your broker balance keeps growing.
If you recall, I said you finding this secret page was not by luck. We sent a personal invite just for you. The truth is, we are a lot alike. We don't know each other that well yet, but I know for a fact we in some way have walked similar paths. Like most of you never had a silver spoon in your mouth growing up. Maybe you were fortunate enough to go to a university. How did that work out for you?
Well, I can answer that. A ton of student debt, which is exactly what happened to Julia and I. Even if you can find a decent paying job, it's still not enough to cover the bills.
I guess for the ones that never went to a college or dropped out are the true geniuses here, because they don't have to worry about student loan debt.
But not having a proper education these days can really make it hard to find a good paying job, which is why most people who work the 9-to-5 grind hate their job. So what happens?
Maybe what happens to many marriages or relationships. They argue over money most of the time, and it doesn't usually end well. Lack of financial stability can tear families apart, so you do what you can to stop that from happening. Like most of you, you go online for ways to make money. Anything that will save you.
And after a couple of weeks or months, and spending the last bit of your savings on empty promises and get-rich-quick scams...
What? Like this one?
You start feeling like your whole world is, well, caving in. We've interviewed a lot of people from all over the world, and for most part, this is the path one takes to finally end up here. For many of you, this may be your last shot.
The script effectively tells us, use Click Money, or your entire life is worthless. This is appalling messaging that weaponizes despair. At least the scripts spouted by Michael Crawford and Stephen Abrahams are more positive, even if they were working towards the same goal of stealing our money.
One thing is certain, you are no different than our current successful Click Money members. No matter what your backstory is, maybe you feel like a failure, and I'm here to tell you, today is the day you start winning again. Maybe you feel like quitting, I won't let you. Not until you try Click Money risk-free and see for yourself the money you can make firsthand.
Now, all the current members before they signed up felt all these emotions we're talking about. They felt helpless and like quitting until they met Julia and I. Those members are now 7-figure earners using the Click Money system. The change happening on the other side of this page is real, my friends. Now, here's what happened when Sarah joined the Click Money. Take a look. So, Sarah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the easiest and 1 being the hardest, how hard was it to register your Click Money account and fund your broker account?
I give it a 10. It was very easy. And
Sarah, or Sarah, is described here as a single mom. Another example of American usage rather than British English.
Your step-by-step instructions are straightforward, so yeah, 10.
Okay.
Let me ask you, Katie, how easy did you find it to get the software set up yesterday?
Oh, it was really easy. I just, followed the instructions in the email after I'd registered.
Oh, hang on a second. So the Tesler app just initiated a new trade. Let's keep half an eye on that.
Okay.
So you received an email from us, and what did you have to do, just so our viewers can get a feel for it?
Oh, sure, yeah. All I did was I clicked the link in the email, and that took me to the software page where I filled out like my name and my phone number, and I created a passcode, and then I clicked trade, just as instructed.
And how long would you say that took you, Katie? Like 5 minutes or so? Oh, hey, wait, the trade's in, so let's see. Oh, look, you just made another $240.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so cool, Stephen. Thank you.
Oh, really? It was nothing. You were the one who was prepared to give Tesler a try. So back to the setup. 5 minutes or so, would you say, Katie?
No. I would say it was like less than 3 minutes from opening the email. It really not long at all. It felt like seconds. I think I just put in my name, my telephone number, my email, and the password.
Really? That's great. So it's definitely not rocket science.
Okay, great. And you deposited $300, and as you can see, the broker hard-coded it into your account, has instantly doubled your money. So you now have $600 as your balance.
Got to love free money. The system here seems pretty easy to understand too. I take it I click either put or call.
Yeah, it's that easy. Now, why don't you put it into auto mode for 10 minutes and see what it does with that $600. Fab. Now, while we wait, Sarah, let me show you something. Now, read this out loud because when you do it becomes real.
$10,459,815.18.
Sarah, this is just one of the broker accounts Julia and I have hardwired it into the Click Money system. Now, we talked a little bit about why you're here today, Sarah. Now, you're currently raising 3 children, correct?
Yes, I'm recently divorced, and ex-husband didn't want to take care of the kids. He was more concerned about his new girlfriend. To say my life has been stressful the past couple of years is an understatement.
Don't any of Click Money's students have an uncomplicated home life and backstory?
What hurts me most is seeing my kids go through this.
Well, what would having access to a system that could generate up to $10 million mean for you and your kids?
Is that a trick question? That would save my life. Hey, I'll settle with $10,000.
Well, funny you say $10,000 because that is exactly the daily average current members make on a daily basis. That number is set to double very soon and already has for some members.
Okay, now I'm really excited. I think those 5 minutes are up. Let me refresh the page.
Sarah, Harry specified 10 minutes, and I know he's very dull company, but it hasn't even been 5 minutes. It's been about 1.5.
Oh my God.
What are the chances? Sarah has exactly the same numbers of winning and losing trades as James.
$896.32 in 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? I didn't even make that in a week.
Sarah, look at me. This is just the beginning. Your kids will be safe. You don't have to worry anymore. Keep the system in automate. Just check in throughout the day and call me as soon as you hit $10,000. It'll be sooner than you think.
Oh my God, $10,000? What did I do to deserve this? I'm no one special.
Oh, Sarah, you are very special indeed. You're going to make your children very proud.
Thank you.
Just wait until you see Sarah today. She's going to stop by later and reveal how she's been getting along with the system. You won't want to miss it.
Despite what Harry says, Sarah never stops by to tell us how she's been getting along. She is never seen again. It was at this stage in my video editing process that I started to wonder if Harry and Julia might have a darker motivation. Just imagine, a brother and sister pretend to be a married couple running an investment business. They lure unsuspecting victims to their remote country house with a promise of untold wealth. Harry and Julia both believe the house is sacred and no business can thrive without making sacrifices. Their visitors are never seen again. Investigating the disappearances, police are baffled by the red colour of the water in the swimming pool until forensics start their tests. Anyway, back to the sales pitch.
It's now time to answer some of your most pressing questions.
Okay, I'll start. How do the scammers who continue to run this fraud sleep at nights? And when did it dawn on you actors that the lines you were reading could not possibly be true and that you were part of a massive criminal enterprise?
How and why did we create the Click Money system?
Why are we releasing Click Money system to the public when it's making us millions?
What makes the Click Money system better than any other binary options trading platform?
When and where can I sign up and get started just like James and Sarah?
And the most important question you have on your mind, when can I start making life-changing amounts of money like this?
Those weren't my questions. They were just questions you asked yourselves in order to make it appear as if you were countering people's objections, when in fact you were just running through your sales messages again.
The answer is right now. But before we can reveal the most sacred secrets about the Click Money system, we need to make sure only the ones ready can proceed.
By now you've noticed a form on this page to enter your name and best contact email. Please go now and enter these details and click the button to continue. By doing so, we will verify the address matches the private invitation email address we have in our system. The email address must be valid or you will not be granted access to the next page.
That's rubbish. Just there to make people think they are getting privileged access to a scam that is in fact open to everybody. The scammers aren't fussy.
Your information will never be sold, rented or used for spam. It's 100% secure and for Click Money information purposes only.
Once you complete this step, it may take up to 10 seconds while we verify your information. Whatever you do, do not exit the page during this redirect or you will cause an error in the verification process. Only verified users will be allowed to activate their free Click Money system.
In the next video, we reveal insider secrets. It's important information you need to know before we can let you start making money today.
As the follow-up video got reused as the YouTube advert I looked at in part 1, we know that they don't give us any insider secrets, just a rehash of the sales messages.
For those of you in a rush to get started now, enter your name and email and click the button to continue. On the next page, you'll learn more about Harold and I, our members, and the Click Money system. Your mind will be blown, I promise.
Mind blown, eh? Let me make a note of that.
And once we receive the number of spots we need, we will shut down free access to Click Money. If we ever open access again, it will come with a heavy price tag. So if you decide to leave and come back, please note I can't guarantee its success. I'm not going to try and sell you on becoming a millionaire for free.
I agree. We are only looking for the ones most desperate to earn up to $10,000 a day. If you aren't in dire need of a bank account like this, then you deserve to stay exactly where you're at. But something tells me you know deep down you deserve to be rich too.
Yes, Julia, I do.
You know deep down Click Money is the system that's going to make it happen.
No, Julia, I don't.
Go now, enter your first name and email and click the button. Once you do, make sure you go somewhere private. You can't afford to have any distractions during the setup process.
You'll go completely nuts when you see how powerful Click Money system is firsthand. You might want a little bit of privacy.
Presumably, they want us to sign up in private so that there's nobody else around to tell us, don't you think that looks like a scam?
We appreciate your time and we will see you on the next page with further details to get you making money today. Oh, excuse me. $14,500. Bloody hell, this thing keeps on going up and up, doesn't it?
And that's the end of the sales pitch. But as we're on the website, we must prepare to have our minds blown, as Julia promised. Unfortunately, like all the promises made by Click Money, this turns out to be a total lie. There is no more information about Julia and Harold. They are like characters in a book or film. Once you get to the end, you don't find out anything more about them. There is a list that supposedly shows recent trades, and there is a little bit of code on the website that automatically inserts today's date to make it look as if other people are making money now. Of course, these trades are no more real than Michael Crawford's quantum code spreadsheet.
Look at the names on this list. Check out how much they are making per day. Anything between $10,000 to up to $100,000 per day.
Then we have some frequently asked questions, which make out that everybody will earn $1,000 a day so long as they place a stake of £250. For some reason, despite the video being all about dollars, the amounts on this website are pounds sterling. Finally, we have customer testimonials from people with odd names. These are as fake as everything else connected with Click Money. We can see that the photos here are not those of the made-up people, but pictures that are also in use elsewhere on the internet. Camille, Jorge, Emmett gets around. Just on Quora, he can be found as Dan Spencer from the Triangle Agency, and Derek Burrows of Reverend's Bar and Grill. All these fake people made thousands of fake profits with their Click Money system. Apart from Camille, who has got confused and is talking about chain reaction, which is another binary options trading system from the same criminals that falsely claims you can make $1,000 a day so long as you give them 250 quid. And that is all I know about Click Money. It leaves me wondering how many more of these scam systems are waiting out there. Thank you for watching, and I'm off to do a video about my tortoise multiplying system. Magic beans!